would Brad Pitt view me if he saw me in the street? Oh my gosh. Brad, honey, I'm coming for you. Okay, you wait. It's Mr. Spellman. Say hi, Spellman. It looks like I'm not going to be able to give you all a tarot reading today, friends, because Mr. Spellman here doesn't want to leave. With these candy canes, I feel like Taylor Swift in that music video. I bet you think about me. Oh my gosh, that is not sexy at all. Hey guys, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today is going to be such a fun and fabulous reading because we are going to be finding out how do strangers view you and see you whenever you walk on by, okay? So we are definitely going to be finding out what they think about whenever they see you and what type of vibe you just give off to other people who happen to not know you. Okay, so if that sounds as fun and amazing to you as it does to me, then let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks today, friends, okay? So here are your group picks today. So for group number 1, we have this amazing and vibrant green, red, and pink candy cane. And then for group number 2, we have this blue and purple candy cane. And then for group number 3, we have this really cute yellow and pink candy cane as well. So guys, I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. And now I want you to go ahead and let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about how do people, especially strangers, view you or see you whenever you are walking down the road, okay? And then whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever candy cane your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one candy cane, then definitely feel free to check out those corresponding messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, my lovely people, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends, okay? Hello, group 1. So if you chose this amazing, vibrant green candy cane, then hey, hello, friends. How are you? Welcome to your reading today. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here and try to keep myself from opening that up and eating it because it just looks fantastic. I am going to be side-eyeing that thing throughout this whole reading. But let's go ahead and get cards for you. So how do strangers view my amazing group 1 folks? Wow, guys, we are starting out so strong with the 3 of Cups coming through. Now, the 3 of Cups, that is the card of groups, of hanging out in groups, of having a good time. So I'm definitely getting the idea that you do come off as quite the social butterfly to so many people. I think that you are somebody who you have just a vibrant personality, just like this green candy cane, right? Like I was saying earlier. So maybe that's why you were drawn to group 1 because of that candy cane, because you are just somebody who, you are just so vibrant. You are somebody who, you know how to let loose and have a fun time. I'm also getting the idea here with the Hanged Man coming through. I think that you are somebody who strangers view as just being a really chillaxed person, because if you look at this woman here, she just looks like she is like so cool hanging from that tree, right? She looks like even if things went to heck in a handbasket, that she would still be able to keep her calm. She would still be able to find her center and everything would be okay. So I am kind of getting this idea here that you are somebody who you have a very relaxed demeanor. I think that you do come off as somebody who almost has like those hippie vibes, right? You are just someone who you are just always very, very calm. And at the same time, though, you still know how to have a good time. You know how to have fun. And so I definitely think that you are somebody who is highly sought out after whenever, there's like a social event. I feel like you are the type of person who, even if strangers were to be looking at you, like at a social event, I feel like even if somebody doesn't know you, they would want to go up to you and talk to you because you just seem like somebody who is very approachable. You seem like somebody who's really nice and really fun, and you just don't seem like you would be somebody who, I don't know, like, who would be rude. Does that make sense? You just seem really nice, very chill, and I do think that you make people feel very comfortable. And I think that that is really, really cool because there's not a lot of people out there who has that, like, easing, calming ability, right? A lot of people who, is hanging out, or I'm trying to figure out how to explain this correctly. I just feel like if I were to walk into a room filled with strangers, I would really feel uncomfortable, right? Because I wouldn't know anybody in that room. But I feel like if I were to walk into that room and I were to see you, like just standing there across the room, I just think that you are somebody who your demeanor, it just makes you feel at ease. You just are somebody who you always have a smile to give. You are somebody who you're very witty, you're quick to make a little joke, right? And I just think that I would instantly feel drawn to you. I would instantly want to talk to you and gravitate towards you, even if I don't know you at all. Does that make sense? And that's the type of vibe that you give off. And I think that that is very, very incredible. I just feel like wherever you go, you are like honey and you draw everybody towards you. Everybody is like bees wanting to get to your honey pot, right? And I'm also getting the idea here, you could be somebody who kind of gives off like that yoga vibes, right? Maybe you are somebody who likes to wear yoga pants, or you like to wear workout pants, or like workout outfits a lot. Maybe you look like you're about to go to the gym, so maybe you have like a really carefree, like relaxed type of style as well. Does that make sense? And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at this girl, she looks like she's doing yoga, right? Like, I mean, she literally has her hands like this, palms together, and she just looks like she is like in a zen position, right? And so I feel like you are somebody who, you are just like that. You are always you look like you're about to go to a yoga studio, right? So even if you're watching this and you're saying, Cameron, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't like yoga, I've never done a yoga position in my life, I don't know what you're talking about, I just think that you are somebody who, you may just dress in a lot of casual clothes, okay? You may wear a lot of casual clothes, a lot of yoga pants, maybe even sweatpants. You just look like you're about to go to the gym, or you look like you're about to go strike a yoga pose or something. And I literally love how this whole time I was saying how you put people at ease, and for the back of the deck energy, I happened to glance at it. We have the 10 of cups coming through, and this is the cup of just, or this is the card, excuse me, of just feeling like you are completely emotionally fulfilled. This talks about feeling just so happy with somebody and feeling so connected and feeling like you have like a sense of community. And I think that you give that type of feelings to complete strangers. You make people feel like everybody is welcome, right? And I just think that there are so many people that just want to hang out with you. They want to get to know you better because of the fact that you are just such a chill, fun, and down-to-earth person. And I think that that is really incredible to see. What I find very interesting is that we do have the Tower card coming through, and I'm getting this idea here. I feel like you really attract people who are going through a really crazy moment within their life. I think you attract people that are going through these Tower moments, and I feel like people who are going through these darker moments, they just feel magnetically drawn towards you. They feel like they have to talk to you because they just get the feeling that if they were to go up to you and talk to you, that you would help them find a center within their storm. And I think that that is so incredible. We also have the Three of Swords coming through. And I do gotta say here, again, that could be talking about how, strangers that are going through darker moments for some reason feel an inexplicable pull towards you. But I also think that this is talking about how maybe you do come off as somebody who has experienced some type of pain. You come off as somebody who hasn't had a good go of it, but you are also somebody who you are able to look towards your past and you are able to find sense from all of those harder times that you have gone through. You are able to learn the lessons from those past moments, and you just come off as somebody who has really gone through the thick of it. And instead of, feeling like you have had all the strength taken away from you and feeling like you are just down about life and you're not excited about the future, instead you have learned from each of those moments, from each of those darker times, and you have literally not just grown, you didn't just grow through it. You literally had a glow up, right? And I really think that people just feel like you are somebody who just knows so much about life. They feel like you are somebody who is very experienced. And I feel like people really love to talk to you. Friends of yours and strangers alike, they love to come up to you and ask you for your opinion because they feel like where everybody else's eyes are closed, your eyes are open. Look at this. You can see this woman and she has her third eye that is open, right? They just feel like you look at the world so completely different from everybody else, and they feel like the reason why you are able to look at the world in such a unique way is because of the experiences that you have experienced within your past. And it talks about how you went through those darker moments, but it really caused you to change the way that you viewed yourself. It changed the way that you viewed other people, and it changed the way that you act within this world. Does that make sense? And I just think that that's really, really incredible. I just think that people, they feel like you have a very unique perspective and they want to know more about it, and they just feel like you are just so inspirational, and they just love to be able to hear what you have to say. And I am also getting the vibes here where, like I was saying, I feel like you do give off those hippie vibes. So maybe whenever I was thinking of the casual clothes that you wear, you could be somebody who you wear really big flowy clothes. You could have that hippie type of style. Maybe you are somebody who you wear a lot of symbolisms that are from spirituality, so maybe you wear the tree of life, or maybe you are somebody who is more Christian oriented, so maybe you wear a cross a lot. But I do think that there is this energy here that I'm getting where you do have that hippie type of style, that hippie spiritual type of vibe to you. And if you're not resonating with that, then at the very least, that could just represent how you do come off as somebody who, again, has a unique perspective, and you come off as somebody who is quite spiritual in the way that you just live your life, right? And whether you believe in God or spirit or you believe in nothing, I just think that when strangers see you, they feel like you are somebody who, you just have a lot of faith in yourself. You have a lot of faith in the life that you are living. And even if you don't believe in God, you believe in yourself and you believe in people as well. You believe that at the end of the day, even though you could have experienced the worst in life, the worst in people, you still feel like at the very end of the day that everybody, every person has that inner goodness within themselves. And I feel like you are able to see that. And I really think that you are just somebody who you can always see the best in people. And I feel like that is why people are really drawn to you. That is why strangers, they literally pick you out of the crowd and they want to talk to you, especially strangers who are going through darker moments, because I feel like they just know, they psychically know that you will help them, that you will offer them your unique perspective, and that you will also just see the best in them and you will encourage them. And I think that that is just so beautiful to see. That is so incredible. And literally for the back of the deck energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune literally talks about turning those negative times that you are going through into more positive times. And so I think that you are just a Wheel of Fortune to anybody, whether it be your friends, whether it be strangers, strangers, and at the end of the day, strangers just see you as somebody who is such a force of good. They see you as somebody who, yes, has those like hippie spiritual vibes. They see you as somebody who's very down to earth, and as somebody who will just be anybody's friend. They see you as somebody who will never be rude or cruel. You are welcoming to everybody, and at the end of the day, you will always make people feel loved. And I think that that is just such an incredible thing to see here. So let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards, shall we? So let's take a look at what is coming through. Can we get some cards, please, for group 1? Yes, we have Judge coming through. That is really interesting. So when I think of a judge, that makes me think about somebody who is able to find the balance in life. And I think that talks about somebody who is like very compassionate, right? They are able to see the best in others. And I think that you are just somebody who, you are an excellent judge of character. And you are also somebody who you can see somebody who's going through their worst. You can see somebody who is maybe even being the worst to people. You can see somebody who is kind of like being cruel to someone, and you can look at them and really know that those people are acting like that. They're acting ugly towards others because you just know that they are going through a really darker moment themselves. And I think that you are able to just give people a chance where other people wouldn't. Does that make sense? You take people when they are at their worst and you help bring them up and raise them up to be at their best. And I really think that whenever strangers see you, they just know, like, they get the vibes that you are that type of person. They get the vibes that you are, again, an excellent judge of character. They get the vibes that you can just really look at somebody and see the inside of them. You are able to see their heart, see their soul. Again, they just see you as somebody who is like a psychic almost. They see you as somebody who is very, very powerful, and they feel like you are somebody who you don't just see the one-dimensional or two-dimensional world. You see the three-dimensional. Does that make sense? Where everybody else can only see the person on the outside, you are able to look at somebody and see their soul and see them for who they truly are, and you can just tell what is happening within their lives, what is going on with them currently. And I think that people just feel like you are so powerful. They feel like they are in the presence of somebody who has so much power. And I think that that is so freaking intriguing. And so honestly, I'm kind of getting the idea here where even though people feel very comfortable around you, you could sometimes make some strangers feel a little uncomfortable because they just know that if they talk to you, that you will be able to see them for who they are, even if they are wearing a mask, even if they are trying to lie, you will see through it. And there are some people who won't be ready to reveal themselves. There are some people who won't feel ready to take off that mask and be completely vulnerable in front of you. And so I do think that even though you do have a very calming presence, even though you are very kind and very loving and welcoming to all, I think that there are some people who aren't ready for that type of awakening. They're not ready for your judgment. And I just think that you could make some people who are going through a darker time, who aren't ready for that spiritual awakening, feel kind of uncomfortable whenever they are around you. And I am talking about complete strangers. They just know, everybody knows looking at you, talking to you, that you are somebody who, you can see it all. You can see through everything. And for some people that is incredible. For other people who are not ready for that judgment, for that wake-up call, they'll feel a little uncomfortable. Does that make sense? And then at the end of the day, we also have Virgin coming through. And it says, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And guys, just so you know, my dog is barking outside. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. But also, whenever you hear a dog bark, I feel like that is talking about how, you know, that is just further clarifying, you know, what I am saying. You know, this is a message that you are meant to hear. You are somebody who, you are so powerful. You can see through it all. And that is an extra message, okay? But with Virgin coming through, I just think that you are somebody who people see you as someone who is very pure. I feel like strangers look at you and they feel like you are somebody who just has that like virginal, pure energy about you. And obviously, you don't have to be a virgin if you're watching this. That's not what that's representing, but I just feel like you have that type of energy where you do come off as somebody who is a very pure person. You come off as somebody who is very, very kind. And I think that you just make people feel very welcome. You make people feel just very at ease because of the fact that you are just such a kind-hearted person, and you look like somebody who would be very welcoming and very kind as well. Now we also have I coming through, so definitely I think that could be representing how you could have really, really lovely eyes. That could be something that people see right away and that they love. So I feel like your eyes are just something that is so gorgeous, and strangers will look at you and they just won't be able to look away from those gorgeous, beautiful eyes of yours. That could also represent, again, how you just see things that other people can't see, right? Whether it be psychic visions or whether it be being able to just see past the one-dimensional, two-dimensional world into the three-dimensional, right? We also have the future coming through, literally the future. I really do think that you are somebody who you could definitely be psychic, and if you're not psychic, then you just come off as somebody who has a really strong intuition. But I do think that for a lot of you watching this, you could definitely dress very psychic-like. You could be somebody who likes to, again, wear like that flowy clothes. I'm kind of thinking of Vanessa Hudgens. You know how Vanessa Hudgens has a really, really like boho type of look? You could definitely be somebody who dresses like that, in that type of style. Again, you could also dress like you're about to go to the yoga studio, very casual, right? But I'm also getting the idea here that this could just represent, again, that you are somebody who, when people meet you, they just feel like you have a really, really strong intuition. And I just think that that's really, really interesting to see. And again, you help people whenever they are lost. I feel like people who are going through the really darkest moments, strangers who are going through a dark time, feel drawn towards you. They want to talk to you. You just bring people in who feel very lost. I think with the doors opening card coming through, strangers look at you and they just see you as somebody who is a door opener. They see you as somebody who is very, very confident and very determined, and they feel like you are a very successful individual. And that no matter where you are in life, whether you are a pizza boy currently or you are somebody who you're working at the grocery store, they feel like you are going to be somebody who you are going to rise very, very high in the ranks, or you are going to become very, very successful. And that is really, really beautiful to see. And then at the end of the day, with the truth coming through, I just think that you are somebody, again, you can see the truth. You are able to see past all of the lies. You are able to see the true meaning behind everything. You are able to see the true feelings behind other people's masks. But I think that this is also talking about how you are just a very honest person. And I think that people, when strangers meet you, when they see you, they do see you as somebody who, again, is very virginal, very pure. You come off as almost like a nun in a way. That's not to say that you dress like a nun, but simply that you are somebody who you seem very trustworthy. And I think that you are very down to earth. You are very kind to everybody. You're very welcoming to everyone, and you just seem like somebody who you're very genuine. You're not going to lie. You don't have any reason to be dishonest, and so people instantly feel like they can trust you. They feel like they can be honest with you and tell you some of their deepest, darkest secrets, because they just feel like you won't judge them too harshly. You'll be able to see them for who they truly are, and you'll be able to see the best in them, even if they tell you some things from their past where maybe they weren't being their best. They were being their worst. Does that make sense? And you are able to take this all in, and you are just able to just make people feel very loved and very happy and very at ease. And I just think that that is really, really beautiful to see. So Yes, guys, at the end of the day, I just think that when strangers meet you, they feel very comfortable around you. They want to talk to you, and they just feel like you are somebody who you can see past everything, and you are able to look into their souls and really see them at their best and really help raise them up and make them feel like they can do anything and like they can have a new beginning if only they believe and trust in it, right? So, yeah, guys. Also, I just think you could have really, really beautiful eyes as well. So take that as it resonates, but I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 2. So if you chose this amazing blue candy cane, then hey, hello, friends. How are you? And welcome to this reading today. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here, and let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, Spirit, for group 2, what is it about my group 2 folks that people notice whenever they first see them? How do strangers view them? What comes to their mind? Okay, Spirit, can we get some messages, please? Ooh, interesting. Let's see what else wants to come through, Spirit. How do people view them? Okay. Wow, guys. Okay. This is quite intriguing. I think I'm going to get one more card. Okay. That's 2 more cards instead. Wow. Oh my goodness. Guys, that is awesome. Okay, so for the back of the deck, we do have the Moon card coming through. And then for the other cards, we have the 6 of Swords, the Devil coming through. We also have the 3 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. We have the Emperor, and then last but not least, we have the High Priestess coming through, which is so incredible to see here. So, guys, the first thing that I want to say here is that there is this energy where people do feel as though you could have gone through a darker moment within your life. They see you as somebody who maybe could have gone through a betrayal or gone through just some type of darker place, darker night of the soul that has caused you to become somebody who is quite quiet and quite just more to yourself. Okay, and the reason why I'm seeing that is because we have the Devil coming through, and if you look at the Devil, this woman is literally chained to a hourglass, and she just looks like she is obviously very stuck. And I really feel like you are somebody who, when strangers view you, you look like you have been stuck before. But what I find to be so freaking beautiful about you, and I feel like what other people find to be very beautiful about you, is that you are somebody who, yes, you come off as somebody who's gone through darker moments, who have been stuck before, but you also come off as somebody who you used that pain for your best benefit. You used that pain to make you feel more empowered and to cause you to go through a glow up. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we literally have the king, we have, or excuse me, the emperor, we have the high priestess. And what I find very interesting is with the 5 of Wands coming through, you can see how this girl, she has like a lot of like little brushes in her bun, and that makes me think about somebody who is a painter. So by chance, you could be somebody who is very artistic. Maybe you have an artistic style, and that is something that people like notice whenever they see you from across the room or what have you. You know what I mean? But there's also this energy here where whenever I think of an artist, whenever I think of a painter, I think about how most of the time artists artists are most inspired to create their most beautiful creations whenever they are going through great moments of pain, great moments of tribulations. And I mean, it makes me think about Frida Kahlo, because she was somebody who she started painting so much more whenever she was confined to her bed. That was really whenever she started to work so much more on her craft. That was whenever she started to feel so much more inspired. And so I think that you come off as somebody who has been stuck before, but you didn't let that feeling of stuckness keep you in a box. Instead, you are somebody who you allowed those feelings of being stuck to help you rise from the ashes and become this phoenix almost, right? And so you are somebody who, when people meet you, when they see you, you just come off as somebody who you are so empowered, you are so incredible, and it's because of your past. And I think that that is something that is very, very interesting. And now I'm also getting the idea here, whenever strangers see you, I really think that you are somebody who is quite a mystery. I think that there is something about you that people just can't put their finger on. And I think that what I'm getting at here is with the High Priestess card, I think that you are somebody who you keep more to yourself. Maybe it could be the fact that, yes, you have gone through some betrayals within your life, so you have a harder time to really be more sociable to new people. You have a harder time just talking to absolutely anybody, because honestly you could have a little bit of trust issues, but obviously just take it as it resonates, because this is a very general reading. But at the very least, this could just be representing that you are a bit more of a shyer person. Maybe you are a bit more of an introvert, and it just takes a little bit of time to get you to open up to new people. And so I think whenever strangers do meet you, or they just see you walking across the room, you are somebody who you just come off as a bit of a wallflower. I think that you are somebody who, you know, instead of looking at everybody and like greeting everyone and saying hi to just like any, you know, Tom, Dick, or Sally, you are somebody who you keep more to yourself. You know, you mind your own business and you do your own thing. And I think that that is something that causes people to be very intrigued about you. I think that people want to get to know you better. And I really think that, you know, what's interesting here is if you look at the hourglass, whenever you have an hourglass, that talks about having to wait for something, right? And so I really think that people see you as somebody who is worth waiting for. And I think that whenever strangers see you, they realize that you are a bit more on the shyer side. So if these strangers want to become somebody who is more than a stranger, if they want to get to know you better, they realize that you are somebody who it takes time for you to open up. It takes time for you to be your amazing, vibrant self, right? For you to really start to talk to people and to let them in. And I really think that you have so many people that are waiting in the wings, trying to wait for their moment so that you would give them the time of day, so that you would talk to them, so that they can get past your boundaries and really get to know you better. I'm also getting the idea here with the Six of Swords coming through. You know, this is the card of movement. So I honestly think that you are somebody who you aren't somebody that dilly-dallies a lot. You are somebody who you have like an objective. You know what you want to do and you don't wait around for it. You are always just on the move, doing your own thing. You are somebody who you come off as very busy, as somebody who is very like on the go, on the go, on the go. And you also come off as somebody who, you know, once you decide to do something, like you're not going to sit back and, you know, talk to people. You're going to focus on your own thing, right? And so what I'm trying to get at here is I feel like, let's say for instance, a stranger sees you in the grocery store. Excuse me, guys. If a stranger sees you in the grocery store, I think that you're the type of person who you are not going to stop and like get on your phone and like text people. You're not gonna like, you know, go to the meat department and get your meats and then talk to the meat person behind the counter and just talk about the weather and the day and all that stuff. It's not to say that, you know, you won't be nice to the person that is working behind the meat counter. It's not to say that you won't be, you know, respectful towards them. I just think that you are somebody who you are there for a purpose and you're not going to dilly-dally, right? You're going to do what you came to do and you're just gonna keep on doing it, right? And so I think that you do come off as somebody who is just doing your own thing and you're on a mission, you have a purpose, and you're not gonna, you know, stop and do other things, all right? You have an objective and you're going to stay true to that objective. So I find that to be very interesting, and I do think that that is something that people notice about you. That's something that strangers notice about you. But yes, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that people see you as somebody who is also very confident. And I really love that. I think that you are somebody, since you are always just focused on yourself, you're focused on what you have to do. I think that you carry yourself with a lot of strength. You carry yourself with that purpose, right? And because you have that strong sense of purpose in everything that you do, you have a strong, like, bold type of energy about you. You have this strong sense of empowerment, this strong sense of just knowing what you need to do next and doing it. And I definitely think that you just come off as somebody who is a king or queen or monarch of your own making. And I think that that is something that people just love about you. And I think that that is something that strangers really notice, like, right away. But yes, guys, I do want to say here one more time, I think that you could be somebody who maybe comes off as very artistic. Maybe by chance, you could be somebody who likes to paint yourself. So maybe you have like paint splashes on your clothes. But at the very least, I think that you could have a very creative style. You could be somebody who likes to wear colorful colors, or maybe, you could be like Wednesday Addams, right? I don't know if you can tell, but I just watched Wednesday, and I've been, really feeling very inspired by her style. But you know how she is somebody who, she wears like the same stuff like every single day almost, right? She has her hair styled the same way. She wears kind of like the same dress, but it's something that is kind of different from everybody else. Like, not every single person will go out in that certain dress that she chooses to wear, right? It is something that is very unique, and she just has a very interesting style and an interesting demeanor as well. And so I think that there is something about you, and I definitely think that it is the way that you choose to dress, or it could just simply be representing your demeanor that just stands out from everybody else. You are just your own person, and you're very unique, and you are somebody who, you are like Wednesday Addams in the way that you're just unlike anybody else. And I think that that is definitely something that strangers notice right away whenever they see you. So let's go ahead and get some extra cards here. So Spirit, for group 2, what is it that people notice about them? Yes, guys, what have we been talking about? We've been talking about how you are a king, you are a queen, and we literally have the queen coming through. So I definitely think that you just carry yourself in a very regal way. I think that you are somebody who, you just come off as someone who's royal, right? You come off as somebody who is just so confident in yourself. You are so confident in the life that you are living, and I think that you just seem like somebody who would fit so well with the royals that are living in England, right? I think that honestly, if people found out that you were a royal, like, they wouldn't be surprised, because that is just the energy, the vibes that you give off. And I think that that is really, really lovely to see. And also, I do want to touch on the fact that, queens, kings, they are very respectful to people, right? They are very, very respectful. So I do think that you are somebody who strangers see as being very respectful to other people. I think you are somebody who, you will always, hold the door for people. You will always, help somebody. Like, if they like drop their groceries at the grocery store, right? Like, you will stop in from your doing your own thing, and you will help them, right? And I know I said before that you wouldn't dilly-dally, but that is something completely different, right? Like, you wouldn't stop and just like, start having a conversation with some stranger, or you wouldn't stop and start having a conversation with the person behind the meat counter, right? You wouldn't start talking about their day and about, everything that's been going on with their children and yada, yada, yada. But, if that meat person were to like kind of cut their hand, or if something were to happen, I definitely think that you have the respect and the just genuine kindness to stop what you were doing and help them, right? You would help them. You would, call the police or 911 if they cut their hand bad enough. You would just be there for them because you are a decent person, you are a kind person, you are a compassionate person. And just because you are somebody who doesn't believe in dilly-dallying, it doesn't mean that you are not kind. Does that make sense? And I find that to be very, very, very beautiful. So, yeah, you do have a genuine love and respect for people. And I think that that is definitely something that people can see, that strangers can see whenever they see you. So, let's talk about these other cards. We have Father coming through. I'm not sure if I said that before. We also have Rebirth. Guys, literally, what have I been talking about? We have Grounded. We have Cat. And we have Cauldron. Okay, guys, so first of all, with the cat coming through, you know, cats are a type of creature who are very curious beings. They are creatures that people are so curious about as well, and they are infamous for being known as kind of like a independent individual, right? These are the type of creatures who they don't need like all of the love in the world to make them happy. Like they can just do their own thing, occupy their own selves, and keep themselves happy, right? By just being on their own. And I do think again that you are somebody who you are very, very independent. You're very confident. I feel like you don't feel the need to have like so many people around you in order for you to be happy, or at least that's how other people view you, right? That's how strangers see you. And so I do think that they see you as somebody who you could be on your own, but that wouldn't make you any less happy. And I think that that is something that is very powerful about you. That is something that causes people to really stop and stare and notice you. We also have Father coming through, and it says a talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So that just again makes me think about somebody who is a leader, because fathers, you know, in the traditional sense, they are usually seen as being somebody who is like the authority figure. They are somebody who they are seen as the leader of a household. And guys, you know, that is, I'm just talking about in a traditional sense, right? But I just think that you are somebody who you come off as, again, a queen. You come off as a father in the way that you are a leader. You are doing your own thing. And you are just somebody who you're so powerful in that certain way, right? And I think that that is very, very beautiful. With the cauldron coming through, you know, this just makes me think about like creating a spell, manifesting something new, creating the life that you want to create, right? And so I think that you come off as somebody who is a powerful manifester. Excuse me, you come off as somebody who is very successful and as somebody who is going to just create the life of your own dreams because of the fact that you are so confident, because of the fact that you are just so powerful, right? You have everything that you need to create the life of your dreams. And I think that that is something that strangers notice whenever they see you. I think that you give off like those boss vibes. You give off the type of vibes that you are somebody who is very powerful. You are somebody who holds a higher position in life. And so I think whenever people see you, they don't see you as somebody who would be, you know, I don't know, like trying to follow somebody else. You seem like somebody who people follow you. Does that make sense? So we also have Grounded, and then we have Rebirth. And like I was saying before, I think whenever people see you, they do get the vibes that you have gone through a darker moment within your life. They get the vibes that things weren't always like sunshine and rainbows for you. And what they also feel like it's that you are somebody who, yes, you didn't have the best life, but you have created the best outcomes afterwards, right? And then at the end of the day, with Grounded coming through, I just think that you come off as somebody who is very grounded. You know what you are doing and you do it well, right? So at the end of the day, that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. So if you chose this pink candy cane, then hey, hello, friends. This is going to be your reading today. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here, and let's take a look at your tarot cards, shall we? So Spirit, for group 3, how do strangers view them? Okay, what do strangers think whenever they see them in a room or whenever they walk on by? Wow. Guys, that was so many cards that came through, and I love them. Oh my goodness, guys. These are so sweet. So let's get one more card for you. Can we get one more card for group 3? How do strangers see them or view them whenever they meet them, Spirit? Wow. Oh my goodness. Guys, you have the best cards ever, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and count this for y'all because these cards are in French and I honestly can't really tell what they are. I think this is a 9 of Cups, but let me make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay, it's the 9 of Cups. I'm sorry about that, guys. This deck is new and I'm still figuring it out, okay? So we also have the Temperance coming through. We have the that's the Knight of Cups coming through. We also have the Page of Cups. And then last but not least, we have the Ace of Cups. So guys, I am getting a heavy amount of water energy from this group. So you could be a water sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about our lovely Cancers, Scorpios, Pisces. Hey, hello to all of those water signs out there. If you are not one of those signs, it's okay. This could just be representing the vibes that you give off to strangers. But right away, I would definitely say that you are somebody who is very attractive. I think that you are somebody who is literally a wish come true to everybody that sees you. The reason why I'm saying that is because we have the 9 of Cups, and traditionally within the tarot, the 9 of Cups talks about wishes. It talks about a wish coming true. So I definitely think that that is who you are to other people. And I think that you are a wish come true in the way that you are just very attractive. And I think that you are also somebody who comes off as a very big social butterfly. I think that you are somebody who you just always have a smile to give to absolutely everybody. Whether you are upset or not, you don't let that sadness be known. You don't show it. Instead, you are always somebody who you are focusing on the brighter side of things. And even if you are going through a darker moment, I feel like you are somebody who you will not let other people see that darkness. You will just focus on the light because you are somebody who you want to attract that light within your life. And what better way to attract the light than to completely submerge yourself in it? Does that make sense? So I definitely think that you are somebody who, when strangers see you, you just seem like somebody who is a ray of sunshine. And guys, just give me 1 second. I don't know if you can tell, but my nose is super stuffy right now, so I need to blow it. Excuse me, guys. That was very sexy, huh? But anyways, I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like I'm talking like so much better now. Like I can breathe so much easier. But honestly, that could be like the vibes that I'm picking up on from other people whenever they see you. I just think that you are somebody who you are just like cotton candy in the way that you are so sticky and sweet. You are somebody who you just always have a smile to give. You are always so happy. And I think that you help other people feel like they can breathe again. You help other people just feel like things are going to be okay. Things are going to be easier. I feel like you are the type of person who, if you saw a stranger, a random person who you have never seen, you know, just sitting on a bench and they look sad and they look upset, I think that you would literally drop your stuff and go talk to them. You are that type of person. And that is something that people instantly just know whenever they see you. They know that you are a friend to everybody, that you will be there for anyone, that you are a ray of sunshine. You are a gift that keeps on giving. People treasure you. And on top of that, you are just so sexy fine. Okay, I really think that you are just very, very beautiful. And even if by chance you are not the most beautiful person in the room, I think that it is the way that your soul is just so pure. It is the way that you are just such a soft and beautiful, sweet individual that makes you shine so much more than other people. I think you could literally be standing next to a Victoria's Secret model, and you would be the one that people notice because of the fact that you are just so genuine, because of the fact that you just seem like such a caring person. And I think that that is so beautiful to see. And then last but not least, we do have the Temperance card coming through, and I think this is representing how you just help temper other people. I really think that you just make people feel happy. You make people feel beautiful. That is the energy that you give off, and that is something that people really notice whenever they see you. And I just think that that's really sweet to see. So let's go ahead and take a look at your other cards, okay? So Spirit, for group 3, how do people see them? How do strangers view them, Spirit? How do strangers view them? You know, I'm also getting the idea here with the Temperance card coming through. That does talk about like taking your time and really slowing things down. And I feel like you are somebody who, you are never in a rush or in a hurry. I think that you are somebody who you are always willing to like stop and chat to like a random person. You're the type of person who you just love people. And so I feel like, you know, like I was saying, let's say like, for example, you went to a grocery store. I think if you were, you know, I don't know, stopping to get like some cookies from the bakery section, I think that you would stop for like 10 minutes and just talk to the baker, talk to the person that is giving you the cookies or whatever behind the counter, right? You are the type of person who you just love to connect to people, and I think that that is something that is instantly noticeable whenever people meet you, whenever people see you, and that is something that people really do adore about you. They find that to be very incredible, very inspiring, very sweet and charming, and I just think that that's really cute to see. These cards are literally just so on par with everything that I've been saying, and I love it. This is really just showing, like, for sure, just how true and how real, like, tarot is. You know, there are so many people that think that tarot is fake, but it is times like these, when I'm seeing these cards, that really highlights just how real and how true this all is. And the reason why I'm saying that is because what have I been saying this whole time? You are just somebody who you are so nice, and I was literally saying earlier how you just come off as somebody who has a pure soul, and we literally have purity coming through. That is literally the word choice that I was using earlier, and it is coming through right here again. How incredible is that? It's times like these that I just feel like I am literally touching the magic, right? I'm this close to it. We also have new life coming through and closure. Sorry guys, my nose is itchy. I'm just digging for gold up here, right? We have dilettante or dilettante. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. We have angel, which, oh my gosh, it's just on par with you. That's you. You're an angel. We have family coming through with Miss Shirley Jackson. And last but not least, we have peacock. And guys, just give me one more second. My nose is really bothering me. Okay. I feel better. Okay, now I'm better. But guys, literally, I do think that you are somebody who, you're very hot, you're very attractive. Like, you are literally the full package with this peacock coming through. Like, you, not only do you have a beautiful soul, but you are beautiful on the outside. You are just somebody who people can't get enough of. Strangers just want to get to know you better. They see you as a literal angel, as somebody who will be there for anybody in need, and as somebody who is just as gorgeous, as beautiful as an angel, right? I really think that that is what people think whenever they see you. They're like, oh my gosh, that is an angel. And guys, I don't know if anybody has ever used that pickup line on you, the one where are you okay, because, you know, you've just fallen from heaven, or so, you know, haven't you heard that pickup line? I definitely think that people think of that pickup line when they think of trying to talk to you and trying to, like, you know, be kind of like flirty with you. I definitely think that that pickup line comes to their mind because of the fact that you are just an angel. You're so angelic, and you just seem like this magical being, and those are the vibes that people instantly get from you. And I really think whenever they see you, they're like, oh my gosh, that's an angel. That's an angel. It makes me think of that song, Phineas. But it's a song called Angel in Disguise or Angel, and it's by Phineas. Definitely look it up, because that is literally the song that I've been thinking like on repeat with this whole reading. And I definitely think that that is you. You are an angel in disguise. Literally, whenever you hold your newspaper, you look like you are doing something so angelic and so breathtaking. And I think that that is what people think whenever they see you, and it's so incredible. We also have the dilettante, and that says delights in the arts without having to be a professional. And I really think that this, again, like, this just talks about how you are somebody who you are a delightful person. I think that you are somebody who you just delight in doing anything, right? I think that you come off as somebody who you are just a ray of sunshine. You just have so much fun with everything that you do. You're like a child. You know, if you take a child to a grocery store, they feel like they are literally on this whole adventure. Everything is so fun and new and awesome to them. And I think that that is what it is like when other strangers see you. I think that strangers see you as somebody who is just always on one big adventure. And I really think that that is definitely something that intrigues strangers, because they want to talk to you. They want to get to know you better, because they want to know what you are doing. Why are you having such a fun time when everybody else at the grocery store is just bored doing their own thing? What is it that you are doing that is different from everybody else? They want to go on that adventure with you. I really think when strangers see you, they instantly want to get closer to you. They instantly want to become your friend, and that is just so beautiful. We also have the family card coming through. Again, I think this is just representing how everybody to you is like family. You treat everybody like they are your family, like they are your brother, your sister, your mother. You are somebody who you value everybody, even random strangers on the street, and you will be so kind to them when other people are just so cruel, right? When other people just think about themselves, you think about other people. And that is something that strangers are just able to notice right away. We also have closure, and we have new life. So I think that you are somebody who you help give people closure with your kind words, with your beautiful smile. You help people close the door on any pain, any harder times they have been feeling. You help people become more positive and believe in the new life that they can receive if they just only have the faith to go after it and to believe in it, right? You truly make other people believe in happily ever afters, and I think that that is just so, so beautiful to see. So yes, guys, at the end of the day, you are just a wish come true, okay? And you help people believe that wishes can come true as well. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.